Yo guys, what is going on? I'm Mr. bringing you guys back here another video here today. We're gonna be having a top 5 OU mons video here today. I haven't seen much people do make a video about this, so I wanted to make a video about this. It's gonna be kind of a little mini series where I'm gonna be doing some top 5 mons from certain tiers. So today's tier is gonna be the very standard OU tier, since OU is considered standard tier. You know, people are like, hey, what tier want to battle in? Let's battle standard mons. It's like just like that. So we're gonna be doing this. If you guys can give the video a thumbs up, let's try and destroy the like goal button at 500 likes. I know we can easily crush that like goal, so if you guys could please do that for me, it would show support and would mean a lot, as well as just support the channel series itself. And if you guys can comment in the comment section down below for your own top 5 OU mons, because again, this is opinionated, it's not factual, so everything in this list isn't clearly, you know, the best. So if you disagree, then please put your own top 5 down in the comment section down below. And with that being said, let's get into this top 5. Number 5 on the list is going to be Talonflame. I put Talonflame on this list because it is a very good revenge killer, and I was thinking if I wanted to put Thunderous Incarnate over Talonflame, but then Talonflame just kind of does the job a little better. You know, it's like, it's a really good revenge killer. It takes out mons. It just takes out mons. It's so basic. It brings back the game is what I'm trying to say. That's what a revenge killer is. So it could change the game from 5 to 3 to 3 to 3. Hell, it could even change it to 3 to 2. It can definitely be game change, and to have so many little things counter the thing, Tyranitar, Heatran, Rotom Wash, I think, is that it? So 3, just kind of the 3 to kind of just really check that thing perfectly. Of course, there are other mons that, you know, check its stab moves, but those 3 mons that I just named off check both of its stab moves, both bar being Brave Bird and Flare Blitz. But Talonflame does hit like a truck. You may think it may not hit a truck because there's a base stat, attack stat of 81, but when you slap that on with a base 120 stab move, as well as it being priority, so it's equivalent to a quick attack, and then slap a choice band onto there, this thing hits like a truck after rocks. So it does take out a physically defensive Mega Venusaur. Correct me if I'm wrong, maybe I did the damage calc wrong, but that's what I came up to be. It takes out a lot of other mons as well. So let's say, for example, right now that a Keldra just takes out your Bisharp, and it's you know, 2v1, then boom, just bring out your Talonflame, the rocks are up, Brave Bird, it's gone. Amazing revenge killer just like that. It's an amazing mon. Brave Bird is pretty much equivalent to quick attack. When I say that, it's just, it's priority. A priority base 120 stab move with adamant choice band, that is ridiculous. Absolutely ridiculous right there. Now we're gonna be moving on to number 4. Number 4 on this is gonna have to be Latios. I think Latios definitely fits this list perfectly, because of the fact that he just, you know, he gets rid of hazards. He's a very fast mon. He's got a base special attack of 130, so of course he is, you know, he's gonna back it up. He's got Draco, a base 130 base stab move, Side Shock, Psychic, you know, go physical, go special. He's just a really good mon. You know, his move pool is very wide as well, that he can learn Thunderbolt, he can learn Surf, he can learn Earthquake, Dragon Dance, Draco, Defog, Side Shock, any of the hidden powers. Then again, every single mon gets the hidden powers, but you know what I mean. You know, just he's got really good coverage for everything. You know, hidden power fire for any kind of steel mon. It kind of walls both his stab moves, barring the dragon stab move and the psychic stab move. You know, and Ferrothorn is definitely a, you know, something that really just stops Latios. But him to just hidden power fire it, it's like it's nothing, absolutely nothing. You know, of course it's not gonna Oko. Ferrothorn's really bulky, and the drop, the hidden power has made it to where it will not Oko, but it definitely does a lot of damage. Definitely a lot of damage. But he is a lot of, I don't know what I'm trying to say here, but I'm just saying he's a really strong Pokemon. He's fast as well as what I'm trying to say. He's fast, you know? He's also not affected by sticky webs. So when you have a sticky web team, you can just send him out, and he's a levitating user. So there just goes, you know, Earthquake, one of the greatest moves that we have in the Pokemon competitive meta. Earthquake doesn't even affect him at all because he's levitating. He's floating. You know, and you kind of think, wait, a lot of other Pokemon are floating. Why don't they levitate? Well, that's a whole other story for a whole other day. You asking the wrong guy. But Latios, you know, his ability is amazing. Levitate, of course, a mold breaker Excadrill just kind of laughs at that. But you know, still, his ability is great. His stab moves, just amazing, you know, Dragon stab moves. Dragon is just a really good typing overall, you know? So Dragon stab moves and Psychic stab moves, just amazing right there. He can get rid of hazards, as well as he can set up as well. You can run a lot of stuff with Latios. Subcalm Mind, Dragon Dance. I've never seen people run those two in such a long time. It's been years, man. Yes, I've seen people run Dragon Dance Latios and Subcalm Mind Latios, but you know, the very standard one right now is just Life Orb Timid with HP Fire, Defog, Slash Shock, and Draco. So that's basically a standard Latios. Like 99% of teams run this Latios, but Take note that 99% was horribly over exaggerated, but you know, the majority of Latioses are that set. So Latios is just a really good mon. He can come in on fighting type attacks as well and take those since he does resist those, you know. So it's really nice to switch it in on a Drain Punch from a Conkeldurr and then Side Shock that and take it out, you know. Of course, not going to Oko, but you know what I mean when I say take it out, because it's super effective and it's stab Latios Life Orb, so you know what I mean. But that is going to be number 4 on this list, and that's why it deserves to be number 4. Moving on now to number 3 is Rotom Wash. Rotom Wash definitely deserves to be on side of this list. Rotom Wash is a very bulky Pokemon. I think his typing just really makes him as amazing as he is. Like, had he had any other typing, it definitely would not be nowhere near amazing as he is now. And you may not believe me when I say that, but then explain to me why the other Rotoms are nowhere near as used as Rotom Wash. Boom, 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 air horns, But yeah, Rotom Wash is definitely a very good Pokemon. You can run a bulky, you can run an offense. There's so many things you can run Rotom Wash with. You can run him defensively, mixed defensively, offensive, defensive. It's just, he's so wide when it comes to running, how he's running. You know, you never know how someone's gonna run it because you can run it in so many different ways. You know, he's one of those amazing Pokemon where you can run in so many different ways. You know, he also walls, you know, an obnoxious mon Talonflame, and a lot of OU players really hate Talonflame when really, get good, mate. But you know what I mean, you know what I mean. He walls Talonflame, he's a very good mon. He's got initiative when it comes to the Volt Switch. He can cripple physical attackers with the Will-O-Wisp, so it's always fun to switch, fun to catch a Pokemon on the switch in with the Will-O-Wisp. Always fun on that. Very powerful Hydro Pump stab move. You know, it's just, he's a really good mon. And then when you're almost gone and you're almost dead, all you can do is Rasto Chesto. And if you think that ain't enough, Pain Split. Oh my god. Rotom Wash is definitely deserves to be on this list, and if you did not expect him to be on this list, I would be really shocked. Rotom Wash is on the majority of every single Muddy's team. I think he's actually right now, at this moment, I think maybe below Lando T and Heatran. I think he's definitely top 5 most used mons and overused. Yeah, I know, right? There's a percentage for most overused mons in the overused tier. But it's just how it goes. So now number 2 on this list is going to be Bisharp. In my personal own opinion, I know he's not number 1, but he's not number 1 for a reason. But in my own personal opinion, I think Bisharp is easily just one of the greatest mons in OU. But that's just my opinion. I think he's so good because of his ability, and it just comes in handy so much, dude. Like, you switch it in on a defog, bam, you get that +2 attack. Alright, and then you know what you do after that? You have a stab, 65 base power, knock off that stab with him, so add more to that with Life Orb, add more to that with Adamant, add more to that with the item drop power, add more to that. He's the strongest knockoff user in the game. I promise you that there's no other stronger knockoff user in the game than Bisharp. Bisharp is the strongest knockoff in the game. Is ridiculous. I love this Pokemon so much. It's the easy one. I'm probably saying this because it's my favorite mon out of 5th gen, as well as the same time a favorite mon of, like, one of my favorite mons of all time. Like, I'm probably gonna revamp, make a new top 10 favorite mons list, but he would easily be on there. Bisharp is such an amazing Pokemon, dude. Like, he's so versatile as well. You may not think it. He learns moves that a lot of people would not expect. For example, he can learn Stealth Rock. A lot of people are surprised when they get Pursuit trapped by a Bisharp. He can learn Pursuit. He's just a really good mon. You know, he also takes out these fairies with his stab Iron Head, which hits like a truck. Like a truck. He's just really strong, dude. I love this Pokemon, man. I'm being so biased right here in this top 5 list, but it is opinionated, and I love him. He hits like a truck when it comes inside of this tier. He takes out a lot of big threats as well. They can Pursuit Trap a defogged Latios. As soon as it defogs in, you switch it in. Pursuit Trap, bam, bam, bam. You can run him Focus Sash just in case, you know, if you want to take a hit and, you know, take him out as well afterwards. And if that doesn't even take him out yet, combine it with the Sucker Punch, you know. Maybe you can get a Swords Dance off when you take the hit to Sucker Punch. He's just a really good mon, you know. I love this mon so much. He's amazing. Moving on now to number 1. If you thought this mon was so amazing, number 1 is Landorus. Landorus is the most used mon in the OU tier. Now, I don't know if they changed it, but as of March 2015, he is the most overused mon in the OU tier. I guarantee you, just because of hearing that, he's on every single team. He's on every team. Team. Oh, your team, and his team. And when you start off building teams, you always know that Landorus T can always fill that place of what you're looking for. You're looking for a physical wall that can take fighting hits, bam, Landorus. You're looking for a physical wall that can avoid earthquake, bam, Landorus. You're looking for a physical wall that can just, you know, just handle steel moves, bam, Landorus. Like, Landorus just checks so many mons as well. Like, you may think right now that Bisharp is all safe, but Bisharp, when he gets that Intimidate from the Defiant boost, it still hits like a truck, but you're still guaranteed to take a hit, and you can take it out with the Earthquake. Landorus also learns Superpower, and as well, he's got a special attack of 105, so special attack is high as well. That's why some people run Hidden Power on it. Hell, I've even seen Ancient Power. I've seen some crazy shit, man. I've seen HP Fly as well from Mega Venusaur. I've seen a lot, dude. I've seen a lot. HP Fly comes in handy as well with, you know, with Conkeldurr. Just with a lot of Pokemon, Keldeo, but then why would you not Earthquake the Keldeo, you know? But it's just, you know what I'm trying to say. You know what I'm trying to say. He's just he can do it a lot. He can do a lot. You know, you can run defensively, just like Rotom Wash. You can run defensively, offensively, Choice Scarf, Choice Band. The day I see a Choice Specs Lando T, the day I see that, the day I see that, I will stop playing OU. But you can just run it a lot, you know. He's very good. I love his design too. That's what I'm biased about, is I love lions. Having an African heart, being African, I love lions. And Landorus T looks like a lion to me, all right? He's probably something else from some like mythical legend kind of design, but I love him so much. I love this Pokemon for this amazing beast. I just love his cry too and everything. And Intimidate just helps out so much because you can bring it in on all these mobs that he's resist, and it absolutely does nothing. It does nothing. Now I wanted to mention off some honorable mentions because it was kind of hard for me to dumb down this season to 5. I could have done 10, but I want to keep it short, you know, and not reached out to 10, so I didn't put in Thundurus Incarnate, Azumarill, and Heatran. I did want to put in D3 mons, but I kind of needed to figure out where it came down to the notch, and when it comes down to it, Rotom Wash and Landorus T are almost on the majority of the teams was Latios. Those 3 right there, you pretty much have a team set right there with those 3, work around it. Even with the Bisharp, 1 through 4, that's literally the whole team. Add 2 more in your set, but actually this entire team. Oh my god. But no, when it comes down to it, those 4 mons that I named are easy the most used mons when it comes to OU, and it isn't a top 5 list of the most used mons in OU. It's just a top 5 list of OU mons, you know. It's my own opinion. And when it came down to it, the 3 that were not able to get onside of this list, I didn't want to put a Azumarill in. It seemed a little biased. I didn't put a Heatran in because, you know, Talonflame is also a fire type, and it just does more than what Heatran does. You know, Heatran is a little bit more on the defensive side purely, when you can run also defensive Talonflame with Will-O-Wisp and Roost, as well as it's a nice revenge killer. And then Thundurus Incarnate is Landorus T, so that's going to be the thing as well. This is Rotom Wash. I want to put in something that Rotom Wash and Landorus T on the same team can do as well. So that's going to be it. If you guys enjoyed this video, give the video a thumbs up. Let me know down your own opinion down in the comments down below. Again, take note because I already know there's going to be some insanely diehard, you know, butthurt people. It's okay. It's okay. It's okay. It's just my own opinion into a video of a list. If you feel different or elsewise, please leave it down in the comments down below, and I would love to see it. As well, if you guys can give the video a thumbs up, let's try and kill our like goal of 500 likes. I know that we can easily kill that. And with that being said, I will catch you all later.